Alright guys, it is here. The ultimate hiding spot video for Apex Legends new map Olympus. Whether you want to hide in one of these hiding spots or you just want to be aware of it so you don't get jumped on, surprised by someone in one of these hiding spots, this is going to be super helpful for that. Alright, we're at the Orbital cannon right now. This is one of the best hiding spots. You can go all the way down here. Nobody's ever going to think to look for you down here. Unless they maybe watch this video, right? Honestly, anyone who's taking ranked in Apex Legends seriously should watch videos like this that expose hiding spots just so that you can be aware of them and maybe use them every once in a while. I know I just recently used one and it saved my life and I got higher placement. Alright, this is kind of in the middle of the map where you can take the two portals either way. There's a really nice spot you can just climb up onto. You don't need any grapple or anything like that. But if you want to get higher, there's some safer spots up here. Here's one of the spots that's a little safer. You can get up here if you have some type of mobility. It's really nice. Nobody's ever going to find you up there and you're safe. No timer. This is on the other end of the portal near estates. And there's a couple spots to hide around here. One that a lot of people know is just kind of tucked right back, right in here. And you're pretty safe right there. Not a lot of people can see you, but if you want to go a little bit farther away from the action, not many people go this far back, so you're pretty safe right back here, especially. Okay, here we are at Bonsai Plaza. There's a couple spots I'm going to show you, about 3 spots around here. Not a lot of people know you can get up onto this big platform right here, and it's really nice while you're fighting. It's not so much a Skeve spot or a hiding spot, but it's just a really nice spot that I want to make you guys a little more aware of. Not many people are ever going to look up here. I know I've never looked for a person up there. Okay, so the last spot is a spot you really need mobility, just like the other one. The first spot I showed you, you did not need mobility, you just had to climb, but these you do need some sort of mobility, and they're really nice spots. Okay, yep, right there on the map you can see it, and over here on the outskirts kind of, next to Bonsai, you can hide under the bridge. It's really nice. It's dark, no one can really see you very well. Make sure if you're trying to Skeve, you're wearing like a dark uniform or some type of, it shouldn't be bright if you're trying to Skeve. You can get under the bridge. No one's ever going to look under there. So that's a really good spot. And back here at the docks, kind of the back side of the docks, you do need a grapple or some type of mobility like an octane pad to get up here. But it's a really nice spot. And I've seen an end zone go there once. So it's a really nice spot to know. Pathfinder, you can kind of get around anywhere with Pathfinder, and I'm just kind of showing that off right here. I mean, you don't need to set an obvious zip line up there because then it's obvious you're up there, but you could just grapple up there. I found this spot when I was just playing around with my buddies. We're all just kind of standing out here on this back end in a ranked match, just holding our position, and I just thought, I wonder what happens. Hey, yeah, I can get down in here. So it's a really nice spot. No one's gonna look there. I'll show you. If you're coming through the door, you're really not going to notice anybody back there. It's really nice. This is in the same area on the lower side, more towards the inside of the map. You can, if you have some mobility, you can get up here. Really nice, dark area. It's going to be hard to see you. Alright, moving on to the power grid. If you're coming from docks, you'll come through this gate. And right back here, it's a really easy spot to get in. Doesn't take much at all. And nobody's really going to notice you back here. Your head's just low enough so they're not going to see you. It's a good spot. And these wires, you can climb on them and be anywhere on them, really. You can hide anywhere on them in a low spot on the wires. And kind of close to those wires is this spot. And you can climb. There's a couple more spots up here. You don't really need a Pathfinder for this, so it's kind of cool. You can get to that spot without a Pathfinder, but I had a Pathfinder, so I was like, what the heck. I just want to show you guys real quick. And yeah, not many people are going to look up there. It's an okay spot, not the best. And if you take the jump tower, you can fly all the way to this box that's in the air, and you don't just have to stay on top of the box. Even though that could be good, especially if you're trying to fight a team. You could set up with a rampart up there. Imagine that. That'd be crazy. But you can hide all around this box if you're actually trying to skeeve. You could hide in a whole bunch of different spots where they can't see you on this box. So it's a pretty nice spot. Definitely worth noting. And right next door from here is the Rift. There are a lot of good hiding spots at the Rift. This one is the one I survived a ranked match the day I made this video. I survived just because I got in that spot. It's a really good spot. This one, not many people know this one. It's pretty sweet, pretty slick. Just jump onto this, and they're not, if they're taking the zip, they're not really going to see you as long as you move to this side. It's not too bad of a spot to hide. But probably my favorite spot at the Rift, one of my favorites, is this. It's, you can climb way up here. You have to kind of get on these things. They're sticking out a little bit, you can kind of tell. And you jump to the right just a little bit after you get on that one. And then you can crouch down in here. There's a lot of spots you can kind of hide up here, but that's pretty much the best one. Yep, right up top on the Rift, the highest platform at the Rift. And right under that is this on the other side. You can kind of hide all in that. It's not too bad. It's not as good, but you know, it's there. So I thought I'd mention it. Some pretty good spots. Just kind of get down in there, slide. Not a bad spot to hide. And on the other side of this big platform, on the other side where the zip is, this spot's not that great, but I thought, what the heck. I might as well show it to you guys while we're here. And at the gardens, this is one of the only spots that's really good at the gardens. You can just kind of hide in there, and it's pretty much impossible to see you. And right outside the gardens, my friend Skeve, shout out to Skeve, he showed me this. You can get back there, and the better spot is on the other side. Nobody is gonna look for you back here unless they watch this video. But you can just kind of sneak back there. You gotta make sure you're walking up against the middle or you can't fall off. And a little farther down the road from here, we were right back there where I just pinged, but now we're right here where I am. And there's a spot right up this ramp. You can kind of jump down to the side. Not right there, it's a little farther up. And there it is. It's a really good spot. They're not going to see you walking by. And in Energy Depot, right outside of Energy Depot, you can kind of get down in these boxes here. This isn't the best spot. It's a spot, but definitely there's a better one, and that's why I brought you here. Right over here, this one is a really good one, really, for this area. It's going to be really hard for them to see you there. And right outside of Energy, on the other side, there are some boxes next to the ramp. Right before you go up the ramp, these boxes, you can hide behind them. You can't see your head, it's not sticking up. And if you don't like being low down, you can climb a little higher up and hide up here and really get some high ground on somebody when they're walking across. That's a good ambush spot. And jump down from there. There's a lot of hiding spots in this area you're about to see. And there's a little spot right back in there. It's kind of jump down there, slide down there. And you're really tucked away. Safe right there. I think a lot of people know about that spot though. This is a spot I found with my friend Spectacle. I just decided to climb the lamp and then climb the tree, and there you go. Pretty simple. And a little bit farther down the hill, this is what I mean, there's a lot of spots to hide in this area. You can slide over here, crouch behind this, and another good spot. But that's not all. Right under that spot, if you jump down the cliff, right down to here, there's another really good spot right under the stairs. But you think we're done with this area. No, you go up these stairs right here. You take a left inside these two big doors. And you'll go in here. Take a little bit of a right, a little bit of a left, and look up. And you can grapple right behind these things. I'm sure you can get back there with maybe a Loba or even an Octane. But you're kind of invincible back there unless they have grenades or something. Even if they scan you, they're not going to be able to shoot you. This is one of my favorite spots for this area. Yep. Oh, and kind of a side note, while we were strolling through here one game, we found these bikes, and it turns out they're kind of OP. They're kind of like an Easter egg. See how there's 3 of them? Well, me and my squad mates all got on one, and we took them cruising, and it was kind of insane. We won the game, and nobody could really hit us on the bikes. I'm gonna make a video about that. I recorded it. I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's super cool. So yeah, make sure you sub for that video. This is a spot on a ship that I found. It's really nice. You can come back here. You can kind of get on the wing. Nobody's gonna look for you back here. Nobody really even comes back here, so it's a really nice spot. And right next to that spot, just a little stroll away from that spot, are these trees in the corner back here. We're right over there next to Hammond Labs. Just a little bit over here. You can climb back here just like so. And you're safe. And here at Elysium, the island that's kind of floating separately away from the other islands, you can climb up on this back spot. Not many people realize this, but you can just walk on this whole thing, really. And you can peek over. You could even fight people if you had a gun and shoot the enemies down there. It's really strong. Like, that's a really good head peek. But you don't have much cover right down there. So if you climb up here, you can climb up on either side and crouch right here, and it's actually a really good hiding spot. And while we're at Elysium, there's one more spot, I think, right up here. You need some mobility to get up here, but they're not going to be able to see you in these flowers. So it's really nice. And here, we're next to estates. And there's this little kind of like recreation area. It's like a little overhang. You can climb up in it and again hide in the flowers, the leaves, and it's a really good spot. Let's try to test it out. Let's try to get a guy over here, see if he notices us. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah, you see me. Come here. Come on. Find me. Little hide and go seek. Go around the tree. Look around the tree for me. Did you find me? He's just running around the tree. Typical Octane. Too much energy. Yep, see you, buddy. And again, at estates, really in between estates and the portal, under this ramp, you can walk across this yellow beam all the way across. It goes for a long ways, but I'm just going to show you right here, because it's probably the best spot. You can get back in between these generators. Super safe, totally out of sight. And on the other side of estates, you can climb this all by yourself. You don't need to grapple, and it's really nice. Completely covered. I'll show you on the map here in a second. Just right down here, right under that bridge. Right there, in between estates and turbine. And if you go down the hill from where we just were, kind of sliding down towards turbine, you come under here, slide back in here, completely out of sight. Very good skeeve spot, and normally bloodhounds don't scan there. So, super safe right there, in my opinion. And just keep running a little bit farther, and you'll get right down here, and you can hop up here, walk all the way back here, and nobody's gonna look for you back here. Again, it's good to have like a dark character. You can imagine having like some pink costume. You'd stand out really bad there. And even here, if you want to hide in a bush or something like this, you need a good dark color character, and it's gonna work the best. Honestly though, you could just hide right in there. It's super simple. Back at Rift again, there's a spot that I forgot to show you guys at Rift. A lot of people know about this bin. You can hide behind the bin. Very common, super simple. But if you want a little bit of high ground, you can climb up there and get in between these two metal beams, and it's a really good Skeve spot. There's two of these concrete structures, another one right there. You can do the same thing. And back here at power, you can take the balloon there and you can fly all the way in, dive onto this lip, but I landed too far to the left. You can't land on it to the left right there. You have to go out a little bit, like I'm about to show you. You can land up there with the balloon, but I went too far to the left. You can land right up here and walk along it for a little bit. No one should look up here. I think it's a really safe spot to hide. And this is the last spot at Carrier. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I put a lot of time into this, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be making more Apex Legends videos like this soon. I really enjoy it. I also started streaming recently on Twitch. I'm an Apex Predator top 50 at the moment, and we just have a lot of fun. So if you want to come watch me on Twitch, it's the same name as my YouTube name, Brooks Style. I really appreciate all y'all's support. And yeah, I'm just having a blast. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bye guys.